It will never be anything like the Metal Gear Solid series, and that's a good thing. But I have better news. We finally have all 9 chronological stories available for the modern day systems. That's right, you're hearing it here, and this is a celebration. This is a conversation. I want to talk about the series. I want to talk about what we got and kind of showcase it to you guys as best as possible. This is me opening up and sharing some real feelings and thoughts about the series while helping the new players get informed about what this series does and what it is, and the fact that they can get it right now. So if you've been living under a rock, okay, I got you covered. We're going to dive deep. And the first thing I want to mention is the recent state of play. So Metal Gear Solid, we got announced for a actual Master Collection Volume 2, bringing you the PSP game Peace Walker and Metal Gear Solid 4 coming soon, and we'll get into that in a minute. But what this does, it actually allows us to play all of the series on modern day consoles and PCs. So there's no excuse now. You can buy it, and that's part of my plan is buy every single game as a gift to a gamer and somebody you want to introduce the series to. And I think that is spectacular. And so here we go. Created my own quick graphic, something simple, but basically showing you the full collection that you can get right now through these master collections and on the regular systems. So pretty much you're locked in and you're capable of getting this as we speak, for the most part, besides the volume 2, which is coming out in August. So it is super good news, super exciting news, and I cannot wait to continue to cover this series as we go forward. I want to kind of pause and just showcase this as we go deeper into it in a minute. But basically, the original 2 in 1980s and 1990 came out, and that one is on the Master Collection Volume 1, as well as all the ones on the top. Right, everything that you see on the top, which is Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and the 2 predecessors, the originals, also all on one volume. Then we get into what you can get for volume 2, which is on the left, the Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker. And this is huge. So with 2 purchases, you'll be able to get the Master Collection Volume 1 and 2 and get those 7 games. Then, of course, regardless of what system you have, you can also purchase the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes. This is amazing news and solidifies the series being available completely, the full story, everything that you need to know. And so I want to kind of showcase it right here. Of course, we do not have volume 2 just yet because it hasn't released, but right here in this one collection of volume 1, you're going to get the 5 games, right? Part 1, 2, and 3 of the Solid series, and then the original Metal Gear games. So that is 5 there. Then you can purchase the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes. And I kind of want to go through a little bit with you about the series in a second, but I did want to just make sure it's clear that you know something you can do as we speak, and I want to kind of salute you if you do end up doing that. Now I want to go to the end of the video where they kind of announce the official date and the information that you need to know for volume 2, which is, yes, August 27th of 2026 is right around the corner this year. And then you got Part 4, Peace Walker, and then a couple bonus items. So I do highly recommend for people to look into this and purchase it for yourself if that's something that you're interested in and you want to kind of go down the Metal Gear rabbit hole. Okay. Now, I do want to mention that, you can purchase individually each of these as well. So that's actually a really nice feature for Konami to do, where they're not forcing you to purchase everything all the time. You can kind of just get one item at a time. So I'll showcase that right here. This is the full volume 1. And if you're on PC, you can just buy piece by piece and not really worry too heavily. For example, I went to part 3, you can get it for $13 right now. I went to part 2, I'm gonna get it for $13. Okay, and this is true for all of them. And so maybe you just want to see what it's like. I can say if you're going backwards, there's a lot of retro games and they're harder to play than the modern days. And so that is where, instead of just buying the collection, you can probably go ahead and purchase the remake, which is also a very perfect way to start playing this game. And you're capable, it just came out, by the way, last August. And so now we officially got it locked down for the date of you purchasing this, maybe getting introduced to the series and then going ahead and buying the collector's edition, or the master collection as they call it, and then you're good to go. Like I said, all of them will be available. And next August, you'll get the last 2. And it's funny because those are actually in chronological order. Part 4 is the grand finale. So you're actually not going to miss out on much. You'll be able to experience the full story probably if you play it now. And then you'll go into the final version, which in the background, I'll showcase a couple clips. I just mentioned that part 4 to me, I played it the most for 2 reasons. One, the multiplayer was my favorite multiplayer ever, but also I really loved the gameplay mechanics and combat systems that this one had. And it's just something about it that stuck with me tremendously. I've been a big fan of Kojima, and him doing the grand finale truly is a grand finale and super exciting to get into as we go. With all that being said, I do want to kind of get into the tribute and give some conversations on the overall series as we go forward. And, feel free to share your thoughts and feelings of the series. Maybe somebody new will say, I'll check it out. But just note, like, for those who are like new, it's not that deep. Don't listen to people like me who go deeper down the rabbit hole and create these theories and concepts and, deeper messages that Kojima shares. I like to do that. I've been doing that for over 20 years now. But the truth is, in the end of the day, it's just a fun game. Like, you can literally just play and enjoy without even seeing a cutscene. You'll love some of the gameplay elements. It's very, very funny, exciting, just innovative, and so much more. So personally, I do believe you should give it a go and not fear or worry about like, oh, I got to play all of those games. No, you don't. If you like one of them, then you can go forward and play the other. And if there was a way to start, of course, Snake Eater would be the way, because it is the origin story of Big Boss. He's one of the main characters, and it's a really great origin story. And it's actually modern day, more better, easily to get into. So that's what I would start. But again, there's some top of the line experiences. I know people who've played certain Metal Gears and said this was my introduction, and they still enjoyed the series. This isn't a TV show where you have to play in order or anything like that. Don't feel pressure. Just look at one of them. Maybe you like the graphics of a certain one or some of the gameplay elements and say, hey, I'll try that one instead. And that's okay. And if ever you have questions, feel free to hit me up. This is one of the things that I never get tired of when it comes to topics. It's my baby. So super thank you to the community for rocking with me as we go forward. Again, August couldn't come soon enough, but I'm happy to wait and do some deep dives. I'm going to do my full playthrough of the series. So if you're curious, how would it feel to play these games? I definitely will. And I would say again, they all have really amazing stories that will surprise you. To me, you know, the 9 chronological games are the classics. That's why this channel focuses solely on them. Any spin-offs from now on, you know, anything that Konami makes, you know, I will show them love. And as a matter of fact, I wasn't going to talk about this, but let's do it. First of all, Konami is cooking. We got to give them their flowers. I've called them the greatest publisher for 30, almost 40 years since Metal Gear, because I've been a fan of the series. And sure, you know, Kojima left and it was tough, but they went, you know, and gave us the full series, you know, and now we have the full series of modern consoles. We got a remake already. To me, this is a great way for them to redeem themselves from anybody who might feel skeptical. And we got to give them their flowers, man. This is the greatest video game series on my personal take, but you have to give credit to the publishers. And yes, there's the creative director, who I always give props to, who's somebody who's taught me a lot in life just from his deeper, meaningful messages and themes within the games that he's played. And so I'm very much excited and blessed to be even enjoy this. So I just want to thank, you know, Kojima, which I'll send him a private message, email, and Konami, which I will email them as well. Right as I speak of this, I'm probably going to email them right when I publish this as well, just giving them thanks for the series. 30 plus years, almost 40 right now, and we've gotten nothing but goodness, and it's not over. I believe that there's more things coming in the near future, which I will have to do some videos about some of the theories. I am not the type of guy to spoil what is coming. So if I know exactly what's coming, I'm probably not going to say it on the video. I'm not allowed, right? But if I have no information, I can share some speculations. And what I can say is that another remake is the easy way, and that's pretty solid way to go for them. Snake Eater to me was a success, and I personally prefer the older games like part 1 and 2, the original 1 and 2 from 1980 to 1990. That would be great. But if they made Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Solid 2, I'll take it as well. I mean, there's literally no wrong answers, in my opinion, for a remake. We'll see. And a lot of people have been commenting about a volume 3. I mean, let's be happy with volume 2, right? First of all, volume 3 is not going to come maybe in a year or two. It'll take 2 years or more. I couldn't say exactly, but it's not going to be overnight, guys. If they made it, it'll be 2 to 3 years from now. So let's not rush it. And then we can debate what spin-offs, because there's not much canon stories left. There's only spin-offs, and there's some great fun ones, whether it's Portable Ops, whether it's Revengeance. I'm happy to have them all on a disc, and I'll purchase that as well, and we'll do some breakdowns. But yeah, share which ones you're feeling, which ones you think are it, and then we'll discuss this more as we go. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We're just getting started. I do have the giveaway. It is truly random, so the more videos you comment on, I will message you through the comments and then tell you you have a chance to win or you won. And we're going to be doing like full game price. We'll send you the money and then let you purchase it when the game comes out. But yeah, check that out. All that being said, man, we just here enjoying our time. I got some really cool videos in the near future. I'll catch y'all soon. Take care. Stay blessed. Peace.